It's Taco Tuesday. The family's out of town at a funeral and I'm all by myself. So what am I doing? A complete Mexican dinner, of course. Roda la introducción. All right, I had to look that up on Google. Roll the intro, baby. Nothing says Tuesday like tacos. Taco Tuesday is a big deal in our home. Tacos are so easy to feed a bunch of people who are really picky. You just put out the food, they take what they want, and you don't have to stress yourself out over who's gonna eat what. Well, today, we're gonna show you how we do Taco Tuesday. I've got some great tips for you, and I'm even making my own taco seasoning. How about that? I'm gonna show you how to do it. Let's get started. All right, the first thing you're gonna need to do is make some taco seasoning. This was really simple to make. Here's what I did. I grabbed a small little mason jar and added 1 tablespoon of chili powder. Then I added in a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. After that, I put in 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. Then 1/8 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I added 1/2 teaspoon of dried oregano, 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, 1/2 tablespoon of ground cumin spice. I added a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. I shook it all up, and here it is. This smells just like the taco spice that you get if you buy the Taco Bell taco night kit, where you get the shells and the spice for the meat and all that. It smells amazing. So it's like identical, except you've made it yourself and there's no preservatives in it. Now I've got a bunch of other toppings here that we're gonna be using. I've got some fresh pico de gallo, some red onions all diced up, some tomatoes, some cashew cheese, some tofu, some diced avocado, some shredded lettuce, and optional, a little bit of vegan sour cream. The first thing we're gonna do is get our shells ready. Now I'm gonna get the oven going to 400 degrees, and we'll preheat that. And what we're gonna do is take some tortilla shells. We're going to make hard taco shells out of them. And we're gonna make a little taco bowl so we can make a taco salad. We're gonna take one of these non-stick taco shell former things, and we're gonna put our little shell right inside that, all right? See that? Fits perfectly. We're gonna take this, just throw it in the oven at 400 degrees, and it's gonna sit in there for about 7 minutes, all right? As far as the shell, here's what we're gonna do. You wanna open up your oven, pull out the little grating, and we're gonna take the taco shell and put it over 2 of the little gratings, all right? Now it will start to fall by itself, but it needs to cover 2 of them. Then we're gonna take our taco bowl and we're gonna put that in the oven. Close it up. All right guys, so here's what we have. We've got an absolutely beautiful little taco bowl here. What I like to do with this is 2 things. One, I like to make a little taco salad, open taco type of thing with this, right? And then you can just eat the whole thing out of there and eat the bowl. The other thing I like to do is to fill it with my vegan cashew cheese that we have here, and put it on a plate with some chips, and you've got like a queso and chips appetizer, right? Then we've got the soft taco, which is now a cooked hard shell. It's not hard taco like a corn taco where you crunch and it breaks. It's still a flour taco, right? It's just holding up by itself, so now you can fill it, all right? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with the taco here, and I'm gonna fill it with some of the tofu. What I have here is the tofu with that taco seasoning mix that we put together earlier. It was really simple to make. Here's what we did. You take a non-stick frying pan, heat it up, and then throw in a package of crumbled tofu. I'm using a lot less because the boys are out of town. Once the tofu starts getting cooked, you want to throw in 2 tablespoons of the taco seasoning mix we made. After that, we throw in 1/4 cup of filtered water. Mix it all together until the water starts evaporating, and then move it off the heat. Let it sit till it cools off. So for my taco, I'm gonna throw in a little bit of tofu here. All right, a little bit messy, but hey, we're gonna go for it. Next, we're gonna put in a little bit of tomatoes. I don't like the wet part of the tomato, so my tomato is just the outside part of it. Like, pull the wet part out. I just think it gets too watery, right? So I'm gonna put some tomato in here. It's already starting to get full. All right. Next, I'm gonna pour on some onions. I've got just some diced red onions, right? I'm not a huge onion fan, but the red ones I can handle, so I'm gonna put those on, right? I'm gonna keep pushing that down in there. After that, I've got some fresh avocado all diced up. I love avocado. I would have made some guacamole, but I didn't really plan well for it, so we're just gonna throw in some avocado here. All right. Next, I'm gonna throw in my cashew cheese. You've seen me make this before. I put it on baked potatoes. I do a lot with it. This is all cashew-based, homemade. The recipe link is above. You can check out that video on how we made it, right? I love cheese on tacos. This cashew cheese tastes just like nacho cheese. It is amazing. I got a little bit of lettuce I'm gonna sprinkle on top of this. All right, so these little bowls, I love these bowls. We got these in Mexico on a cruise, and every time I go to Mexico on a different cruise, I stop and get another one of them in whatever port I'm in, and they're really cheap and they're so much fun to use with Mexican food. All right, so I'm gonna throw in, you don't have to do this and you probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna put in just a little bit of tofu sour cream. All right, so just a little bit of that, all right? All right, I've also got my homemade pico. The recipe is above for that. We show you how to make that in the other video. I'm kind of out of room for this taco, so there's not much I can do with it. So we're just gonna call it a day right here, right? And look at that, guys. That's absolutely beautiful. All right, so taco complete. Let's move this out of the way. Next, we're gonna make a little taco bowl here, okay? Let's get a little tofu in here. All right, I feel like I can get a lot more into this than I can with the, with the taco shells. These bowls are a lot of fun, right? Just sprinkle a little bit of all the different toppings in here. Again, my tomato ends because I don't like the middle, right? A little bit of that cashew cheese sauce, always really good. A few onions. I think we do have room for a little pico in here. And let's see if we can get some sour cream on the top here. And we got a little dollop there. So taco night's coming along real well. We've now got our taco bowl and it's ready to go. Let me show you something else here. Do you guys have these? I bought these somewhere online, I forget where. These are taco plates. So they've got ridges in them, so if you take the taco shell and you don't want to cook it like that, a lot of work or whatever, you just want to fill it up and go, you fill up your tacos, right? But then when you lay them on the plate, they don't really stay closed. Well, these plates are really good because they've got these ridges up, so you can fill your taco up, stick them on the plate, and they stay in shape like that until you're ready to eat it. Plus there's some spots in here where you can put in some sides, like some rice or some beans or whatever. So I like these a lot, but today we're not gonna need them because we do have the tacos that are standing up by themselves. The last thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take a plate of chips, and I've got my little bowl right here. I'm gonna fill this up with my cashew cheese. I'm gonna make some queso with chips. All right, this bowl is hot. Let's see if I can get the cashew cheese in here. You can see the steam coming off that. All right, there we go. All right, guys, this is looking really good. Look at that beautiful cheese and the chips. Look at that taco, it's standing up and it's ready to eat. And that taco bowl is so inviting. All right, I think it's time to sit down and see how this tastes. All right, guys, I'm excited to give this a try. So let's see what we have. I'm gonna start with the taco first. I mean, I know they're both gonna taste exactly the same, but let's give it a shot. Wow. Oh, that is so good. Okay. Easily you can stop on the way home at Del Taco and get yourself a taco, right? This seems like a lot of work to go through to make a taco meal, right? But I gotta tell you, the flavors in here are so much fresher than if you got them at Del Taco. The lettuce is crispy, the tomatoes are really chunky and delicious, and the cashew cheese, I can get cheese on it without having dairy cheese, right? So that's an option I really can't get anywhere else but home, right? The tofu, it tastes just like seasoned beef, right? It's really, really good. It's absolutely amazing. This whole thing here, this is one of my son's favorite snacks. I'll just heat up this cashew cheese here, put it on a plate with the chips like this, and he'll just sit there on the couch and eat this instead of, like cheese, right? In a sense, it is still queso. It's the I guess it's not queso because queso is cheese, but it's cashew queso, right? So good. You can doctor this up by adding a chili and having chili con queso, chili con cashew queso, and it would be just like at a Mexican restaurant. I don't really like the cooked chili, and in fact, no one in my family does. So we just eat it plain the way it is, right? The taco bowl is interesting because you eat everything out of it, and then you can eat the bowl, right? So, and you're not really getting the crunch until the very end. So good. This has got a lot of avocado in it. Absolutely delicious, guys. I'm gonna have a little bit of my Berkey water. All right, guys, an entire Mexican meal for Taco Tuesday. What a value. Please hit that subscribe button. Click on the little red bar, then a little bell will appear. Click on that bell, some lines will appear around it, and that'll let you know every single time we have a video, which is usually every Friday. Hit the like button, give us a thumbs up, show us some love, and please leave a comment. What do you guys do for taco night, right? Do you do taco night on Tuesdays? Do you do it another night? Do you go through all this? Do you just stop at Del Taco? How does taco night look at your house? This is basically what it looks like in our house. I still got a few more days left till the family gets home, so I'm gonna get some cleaning done. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.